Obedience is truly better than sacrifice, especially when it comes to your relationship with God. So on Thursday, God had been pushing me to admit a mistake that I had made at work. For so long, I'd viewed his job as like my main means of provision, and I'd constantly been stressed out about it. And he's recently been convicting me about how, in general, I don't open up about my issues to others. I don't open up about weaknesses, either in my personal or professional life, and that's been hurting me in both. In personal life, it's led to like broken relationships and at least to people I love feeling disconnected from me. But in my professional life, that leads to obvious issues where it's like you make mistakes and you don't have anyone to help you, essentially. Either way, it's like this fear of man has been crippling me to a point where I can't actually grow. And I feel like he's been telling me to admit this mistake to my supervisor. At first I was okay with it, but then I took my eyes off of God and I began worrying, like, what if I lose my job? What if I'm on probation and all of these other things? And I put it off for the past few days, right? So he told me this on Thursday. It's now Sunday, and it's kind of gotten unbearable because I can't hear from him the same way I used to. It feels like my heart has been hardened, which is really funny because I went to mass today, and the responsorial psalm was, "Today, if you hear his voice, harden not your hearts." For so long, he's been telling me to obey him, not just in not just in little things, not just in this, but even like making videos as well. It's not something I really want to do, or at least I don't really want to show my face in videos like this. But it's because he has a plan that is better than our own. And the thing is, I've trusted him in small things, right? Like on Wednesday, I was fasting, and I don't know, the entire summer, I basically just been obeying God and fasting and praying frequently and talking to him. But I guess on Wednesday, I kind of hit a point where it's just like, well, why am I doing all this anyways? Like, why am I going through all this consecration? And on Thursday, took, he was very merciful. I repented of that. And he showed me how even obeying him to small things lead to great outcomes. Like, I was actually traveling to church today with a girl that I met on Thursday, right? Like, I wouldn't have been able to meet her had I not obeyed God that day, and I decided to wear an outfit that he chose for me. That's just like a small way in which obedience can bring us closer to him, can bring us closer in alignment with his will. We obey his will, so we're already in alignment with it. You kind of get the idea. And basically, over the past few days, right, after telling me to admit my mistake, he's led me from this fear, this paralyzing anxiety, to this freedom almost. Where I can't trust in him because I've seen how he's come through in other situations where it seemed like nothing would work. I mean, the way I even got the job in the first place was pretty incredible too. Like, I think I might share that in another video source because that deserves its own story. Just the way I got here deserves a whole other video. But even in like minor situations where, say, I wanted a certain type of outfit, I was able to find it exactly at the store. Or I would think to myself, I would like this or that for dinner, and without even asking, that happened to come around. Or I prayed for like some patience or some other virtue, and I'd be in a situation where I have to exercise. So I could trust him with these needs in life. Like he says, consider the lilies of the field, and they neither toil nor do they spin. If he's able to take care of that and clothe them in splendor that outmatches Solomon, then he could take care of me and do the same. He already kind of has done the same, but so this is a message to me, really, what it is to you. If he told you to do something and you feel like it's on your heart, and you've been having a difficult time hearing from him since he told you that, like, go back to the very last thing he told you to do and do it. Doesn't matter how late it is, doesn't matter how soon you might do it. Like, repent, apologize, and go back and do it. As for me, I already sent messages to my supervisors saying that I would like to see them. So we'll see how that plays out. They haven't responded yet, but I do want that sort of peace and intimacy with him again. So I'll catch you guys later.